All right, welcome everyone. My name is Robin Elander and I'm the Executive Director for Downtown Santa Barbara. And I'm here with Richelle Boyd from the Santa Barbara Independent. And
Hi,
this,
everyone.
welcome. This is an ongoing show with an opportunity to highlight all of our downtown business community members. And so we've been doing this for now a couple of years, and it's so wonderful to have several new businesses on the program with us. And also we're celebrating Pride Month this month. So I'm going to start off by handing it over to you, Richelle, to share anything that you'd like to as we open up the show.
Hi, yeah, well, I'm Rochelle from the Santa Barbara Independent. I do the marketing and promotions, and I'm just really excited to hear what everyone has to share for their businesses. I'm excited to get to know all of you guys and hear what you got going on.
Fabulous. Well, thanks again, everybody, for joining us. So let's hand it to you first, Tyson. Tell us a little bit about yourself and Pacific Pride Foundation.
Yeah, so my name's Tyson Halseth. My pronouns are he, him. I am the Chief Advancement and Programs Officer at Pacific Pride Foundation. And I have been with the organization in multiple capacities for about 15 years, but I've been back on staff for the last 3 years. So Pacific Pride has been in our community for almost 50 years. We were founded in 1976, and we are the leading provider of LGBTQ plus and HIV/AIDS services in Santa Barbara County. And so, yeah, I mean, it is Pride Month, so we have a lot going on in our community. So there've been a lot of events taking place. Pacific Pride has hosted some, lots of celebrations, but we actually host Pacific Pride. Our annual Pride Festival is at the end of August, August 24th. So that is a big thing that we are planning and gearing up for because it is right around the corner, and we do an entire week of events around that. We have Pride Week. So look for more information coming out about that soon. But Pacific Pride Foundation, so we do a lot of things. Our mission is to create a vibrant, thriving, and visible LGBTQ plus community. So we do that in several ways. We do it through mental health programming. So we have the only counseling program in the Central Coast that specializes in working with LGBTQ plus folks. And all of our counseling is provided on a sliding scale. So it makes it really accessible and affordable. It's also, we have bilingual services. So for monolingual Spanish speaking folks, you can access our program. So that's kind of on the mental health side. We do peer support for youth and older adults in our community. We do a lot of youth work. So we just hosted our annual Proud Prom. So that brings ages like 12 to 17 LGBTQ plus and allied youth together for an amazing evening of celebration. And we had over 100 youth that participated this past April at our prom. We do in-school programming. We have our youth group that meets once a week on Wednesdays. So a lot of cool stuff happening there.
Before you go into too many more things, I do want to come back to you and hear about all of that, some of your events. But before we do that, I want to just have an opportunity to have everyone quickly introduce themselves, and then I'll come back to you, Tyson, so that you're able to share more about all the great stuff you're doing. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt you. Let's go with Richard. Welcome, Richard. Thanks so much for being here. Tell us a little bit about the Canary and what you're up to in your role there. Oh, you are on mute.
Got to find those things out every once in a while, right?
Right.
Thank you for having me here, Robin. Richard Cox, General Manager of the Kimpton Canary Hotel here in downtown Santa Barbara. It's that busy summer time of year, so the hotel has many events that we're doing this summer, from soirees to supporting our first Wednesday with Pacific Pride on the rooftop every month. I can go into some more detail, but I know that you got to move along and introduce some other individuals, so I'll hold mine for later.
Beautiful. Okay, we'll come back to all that goodness too. And Teagan, welcome to downtown Santa Barbara. So excited to have you recently open your business. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you so much. Yeah, my name's Teagan Giffin. I grew up in Santa Barbara and I've always dreamt of opening a store here in town one day. So really excited to have finally opened up about 6 weeks ago now. We have a vintage clothing store right on the corner of State and Figueroa next to Dune Coffee. We're open 7 days a week.
Wow, congratulations. I can't wait for people to learn a little bit more about your new business. And then we also have our new business owner, Brooke, from the knit shop. Welcome. She's actively working there in her shop at the moment. You are on mute, so do you want to unmute yourself and say hello?
Hello, everyone. I'm Brooke, and I'm in at the knit shop in the heart of Victoria Court. We just opened about a month ago, and so I'm just getting everything going, and we just want to bring fun, fiber, colors, knitting, like to Santa Barbara. We want to have a creative hub for people to come and knit and crochet and explore their creativity and make beautiful, yummy things. And so we have classes. So I have a July schedule of classes, which is up on my Instagram. The Knit Shop SB on Instagram. And I don't know if you want me to go through the classes, but
Well, let's dive into that now. So now that we've got everybody had an opportunity to get to introduce themselves, why don't you share a little bit more about why you started your business and then your upcoming events that you have?
Okay. Well, I have been knitting for 23 years and I fell in love with it before I even knitted. I carried needles and yarn with me for like 5 years, just like hoping I could find someone to teach me how to knit. And then I moved here to Santa Barbara and I learned how to knit. And I've worked in several yarn shops and wanted to start a business. And I was trying other things and I just realized my love of knitting and my love of business just went so perfectly together. So it happened pretty quickly. And it just happened so fast. And here we are a month in and doing, we're happy. And so
So where exactly is your new shop located?
we are in Victoria Court where Domicile used to be. And so we have SB Pho right across from us. We're like on the 1200 block of State Street, across from the Granada, but just kind of below Soho. Hello, welcome. So we're like kind of by the Daisy and in that little sweet courtyard.
Great. We're so excited to have you there. It's such a beautiful shop and excited to see all the things that you're going to get into after just being open a little bit. We'll come back to you in a couple moments to learn a little bit more. Teagan, why don't we chat a little bit about your business that you just opened? You're only a couple blocks away. Share, if you don't mind, exactly where you're located and then what made you open your business?
Yeah, we're about a block away at 1101 State Street, right on the corner of State and Figueroa. And I have been into clothing since I was a very small kid, and was a vintage clothing buyer since I was a teenager. Worked a lot of different retail jobs and started selling vintage during the COVID lockdowns, kind of just as a way to make some extra money selling online. And as things reopened in the world, I started doing flea markets and pop-ups and live events. And the dream of opening a store kept building in the background. And, I got lucky with the space. I feel really fortunate to be where we are on State Street. And it still doesn't really feel real, I guess. It's, we've been open about 6 weeks and just been busy running the shop day to day. So haven't had much time to just soak it in and be grateful for that it's all happening. But it's been great so far. We've already had a lot of repeat business, met a ton of really interesting international tourists, and UCSB students are loving the store. So yeah, it's all going really well, and I'm just really happy.
Awesome. So love that. What kind of vintage items are you really gravitating more to? What can people look forward to if they come by?
Yeah, we specialize in t-shirts and denim from the 70s through 90s. So I love and appreciate all kinds of vintage clothing, but I really look for wearable, kind of timeless stuff. So less, costumey, era specific pieces and more just like casual stuff you could wear around Santa Barbara, jeans, t-shirts, crew neck sweatshirts, denim jackets. We do have military and flannel and stuff like that, but all going to be pretty like wearable and easy go-to pieces.
Love it. That's super awesome. Well, welcome to the neighborhood. We're so excited to have you. We'll come back to you a little bit more in just a moment. Let's hop over to Richard. Let's talk a little bit more about all of those rooftop events that you have going on. And then we'll allow Tyson to talk a little bit more about some of the events that he collaborates with you on and go more into his organization.
Fantastic. Well, let's see. On the 4th of July, we're doing a Burgers and Brew event in our Finch and Fork restaurant. And we have a great event planned for Saturday the 5th on the rooftop. We're doing a summer soiree disco sunset party. So that's something that everyone should put on their calendars. Come down and join us for that. And then in the month of April, we'll be doing another one of our Sip and Swirl events. Not April, August, wrong A. And then for the summer closeout in September, we'll be doing our weekender up on the rooftop. That would be Suns Out, Buns Out, Friday night battle of the bands type situation. So we're looking forward to those events coming up as well.
Wow, that's a lot of cool stuff. Tell folks who are not familiar with your rooftop what they can expect if they've never been to one of your events.
Oh, you have this classic, Santa Barbara hotel that has this just expansive view of the Santa Ynez Mountains and downtown Santa Barbara. And it's some views that are quite special that you don't quite get anywhere else in the city. So to come down and join us for a rooftop event and to spend an evening up there on a beautiful day like today, this evening is just going to be spectacular to watch the sunset from and see the glow off the mountains. It's really breathtaking. It's probably one of Santa Barbara's most sought after wedding destinations.
Well, all of that is so true. And if you haven't ever been to one of these events, you really haven't done up Santa Barbara right yet. And it's your time to get up there.
I would agree with you.
It's your time to enjoy one of these events, and it sounds like there's something for everyone. And then for folks who aren't as familiar with other aspects of your hotel, just maybe can you share a couple highlights of some of the features there in case our local folks are considering having guests in town?
Well, our restaurant, Finch and Fork, is a local favorite. Some of the great items that were introduced here at the property are our famous fried chicken weekly night event on Tuesdays. There are several others, but if I were to say some of the things that locals should want to come down and check out is that the hotel recently renovated. All of our public spaces, the restaurant, and our guest rooms. So it's like the perfect staycation destination.
Love it. Fantastic. And I think you have some good oysters there too. Is that
Oh, every Thursday, $2 oysters.
That's a pretty cool deal. So
That's a great
definitely
little
check
deal.
that out, folks. And then you participate in First Thursday from time to time too, right?
Oh, we do every first Thursday as well. Yes. So that gets to coordinate over with our Thursday night oyster promotion.
Beautiful. Well, all kinds of good stuff going on there, Richard. Thank you so much for sharing. And back to you, Tyson. Tell us more about the events that you collaborate with Richard on, and then a little bit more about the goals of your organization and how people can support you.
Yeah, so I can vouch for Richard. The Rooftop Canary Hotel is a beautiful venue. So we have been partnering with Canary for years, I think decades now. So April through September, we host a monthly mixer on the rooftop, and our next one is Wednesday, July 10th from 6 to 8 p.m. Our theme is Rewind to the 90s. So we'll have DJ up there, you can get drinks, just enjoy yourself. We usually have a few hundred people, really great gatherings. So you can put that on your calendar. And then again, as I was kind of coming back to, the Pride Festival is really going to be the next big thing that we're gearing up for. So that's Saturday, August 24th, down at Chase Palm Park Field, right there on the beach. We're like one of the few Pride festivals that can say we're right on the beach. We moved to that location a couple of years ago. That's a great event. It'll be all day. live entertainment, vendor booths, activities, all family friendly. So come check it out, and you can learn more on our website, pacificpridefoundation.org, or follow us on Instagram at Pacific Pride Foundation. And another way you can get involved is right now we have a really big fundraising campaign going on. So all donations that are made before June 30th are being matched, and you can donate directly on our website, again, pacificpridefoundation.org.
Beautiful. And in terms of when, we recently, yesterday, I believe, had a proclamation at City Hall about Pride Month. Can you talk a little bit more about what people should know about Pride Month? What does that mean to you and your organization?
Yeah, I mean, Pride Month and these proclamations, and we've been filled with so much, I think, joy this month, because there's been such an outpouring from that we've seen at city council meetings, at the meeting yesterday, school board meeting. And last year we saw a lot of organized opposition against our community, folks showing up at those and protesting. And this year there was just a lot more support on our side. So we're so grateful, because these things, they're really important, because it shows that our community is valued, that we are seen, that we are heard, and that we are respected and loved. And so they are really important, and we're really, really grateful for the city for recognizing it.
Beautiful. I'm so happy to hear that, and really thankful for all the work that your organization does throughout the year and for so many years for our community. It's important work, and we're just excited to celebrate your organization through this show, and also certainly through your events coming up. So I want to hop back, let's see, to Teagan, because it sounds like we can get some cool outfits for that 90s party that Tyson was talking about. Do you have some fun things that people could be coming in for that?
Yes, totally. I was definitely thinking everyone should stop by. We have a lot of clothes from the 90s, great baggy jeans, all kinds of graphic t-shirts, TV shows, music, any sort of 90s nostalgic stuff. I was born in the early 90s, so that's kind of one of my favorite eras. And, it's a little more abundant than older clothes. So we do have quite a bit of 90s stuff in stock always.
Excellent. And do you have any events or anything else that you would like the community to know about your new business?
We don't currently have any events scheduled, but we would like to start doing some. But we just try to make every day fun, and we do put out new clothing every single day. Every piece is one of a kind. So any empty hangers we have from the day before, we refill with new pieces. So I don't think we need an event, I guess, for an excuse to stop by.
Probably not. No,
Come
for
check
sure.
out the product and say hi and visit with us.
Excellent. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And then back to you. Brooke, sorry, I didn't have your name right in front of me, and I just messed it up for a second there. So apologies. Brooke, tell us a little bit more about what you have coming up in terms of events or other things you'd like the community to know about.
Yes, I have my July workshop schedule up, so I'm doing beginning knit, beginning crochet, and a kids knitting class. I have pom-pom workshops that I'm scheduling because everybody wants to make pom-poms and they're super fun. And this Saturday, I have a kids pom-pom workshop that I still have a couple spaces for. And I offer private lessons, private event space, and then I have some open knit nights throughout the month in July. So people can just come and knit and shop. And
What are pom-poms, like, for like cheering, or what are we using?
Oh, pom-poms. They are these.
Oh, cute.
That
Okay.
you can put on the top of a hat, or I have them hanging in my window. You can make so much. I decorated my Christmas tree one year with pom-poms. So they're fun, and they add a pop of, like, I think they're just delightful.
Joy, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Well, thank you, Brooke, for all you're doing over there. And if folks haven't been by, drop by over and see Brooke and also Teagan in these new shops. They're really special, and it's really important to shop local, but also celebrate the amazing people who are behind these cool businesses. So stop by, and then I'm going to hop over back to you, Richelle. Tell us what the Independent has coming up. I know you have so many things happening.
Yes, lots and lots of things going on. Our biggest one right now that we're getting close to the end of, but we still have a little bit of time left, is our best of promotion. So if you haven't already sent in your nominations for who you think is the best in Santa Barbara, please do that. Our readers poll will be ending July 3rd. So we want to try to get in all those last minute nominations from everyone. And we also have Indie Hops coming up really soon, which is exciting. That's our month-long beer crawl. So we have 8 restaurants that are participating. You can go check it out on our Instagram. We just announced who's going to be participating this year. And then what else do we have going on? So much. We have Fiesta Traditions call out. So if you have any fun Fiesta traditions, then send them into the paper. We're looking for just some fun stuff to highlight for this year for the 100 years. And then we also are just finishing up on our dads and grads celebration. So if you just graduated or you wanted to tell your dad a happy Father's Day, a little bit belated, go ahead and do that on our website. Yeah, we got lots of fun stuff going on.
Wonderful. Wow. So many cool things. I'll share a couple other things that our organization is producing. So we have our Wednesday night concert live music series happening on State Street. It's right outside of APNA and Best Barbecue at 718 State Street. So each Wednesday from 5 to 7, or maybe it's 5:37. I should have looked at the paperwork, remind myself. But 5 to 7, I believe, is a band on State Street, and we also have some guest performances from time to time as well. So definitely come out and check that out. That's throughout the entire month of June and July, outside of 718 State Street. So you can check out that and all of the upcoming events, as well as different highlights that businesses are putting on at our website at downtownsb.org. And if you're not already on our e-newsletter, we produce a weekly curated happenings, what's happening downtown e-newsletter each Wednesday that goes out. So definitely hop on to our subscription list for that if you haven't already. And looking forward to having a great summer. It's getting beautiful out, so come on out downtown and enjoy. And also, if you're listening to this live this afternoon from 3 to 5, or as long as it's over, is when the master plan is going to be revealed to the community and receive public feedback at a meeting at the Cabrillo Pavilion, and that's at 118 Cabrillo. So please come on down. If you're not able to come to that today, definitely continue to pay attention. That plan is going to be circulated in the community, and we want everybody to know about it, as well as share your thoughts on it. So we will see you all around town. Again, check out our website at downtownsb.org to find out everything that's happening this summer. We'll see you guys around. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
You.
Bye.